So the reason why I'm making this video is because I just want to share my journey with you since trading is something that anybody could do. And even if you guys sometimes say to me, this is something that doesn't work, it's just like if you don't know what it is, of course you don't, and you don't understand it, of course you're gonna say that, and I understand it. And then it's not that you guys are I'm like I just want to give you some hints and I want to share my journey with you because it's not something that's really complicated. Okay. And I just like if you're interested in my journey and because I want to be transparent with it, I want to share that with you. No point in keeping everything a secret and just hiding from you. Like I just wanted to show you what I do and you can judge by yourself. I will be explaining everything and that's it. So I'm also gonna have like a educational part at the end and where you, if you're interested in further, I will give you all the statistics. I will give you every single market that I'm going to be looking at the beginning of every single week. And you will see what kind of markets play out, how many of them play out, how they play out, and you will see that they have to move, and it's all a matter of the right analysis at the end of the day. So yeah, you can just I would track my progress. You can see everything. You can go back. You can watch it by yourself, and everything's proven. Everything is recorded in real time, so you can't go back and fake anything. Um, yeah, so you can literally go back, watch it in real time, see it for yourself, and I'm gonna create evidence. And that's it. It's very simple. So yeah, let's go.
All right, welcome. So right now, I just want to show you what my analysis is for this week. I think it's important to go over that. Um, so we have the first week trade is AUD USD. As you can see, we have an area of interest. Price always comes back here. So the likelihood that this is going to reject from here is very high. Um, entity JPY, we so yeah, AUD USD, we were basically waiting for a push push up at the beginning of the week. As you can see, we already had it already played out, but I'm making this video in the past. So yeah, this I'm always grading my trades, so I look at what things tick off on my list and I grade these trades and obviously the 100% you can imagine it like a school grading system almost. Imagine sitting in school and grading your trades the same way you treat notes or grades in school. It's the same thing. Obviously, when I take home 95%, which equals like an A or almost like an A plus in school, my parents are proud. So this is something that I want to get my standard to, and this is where I set my expectations. Doesn't mean the probability is higher that I'm gonna win all the time. It just means that I'm having a different edge rather than another. It just defines my edge. That's everything it is. So now the weekly time frame, we were waiting for a rejection from this market, from this area. Um, I hope for it to actually just give us a shift of structure after we had that doji candlestick right here. I wanted it to go and head to the upside because you can see we are kind of rejecting that previous structure point. The one on the 4 hour, now the 1 hour, it had a shift of structure. Today it's like around, let me actually see, at around 2 o'clock. So I think I entered like here. Uh, 2 o'clock. And yeah, I just saw this market heading up, engulfing candlestick, and I just thought to myself, yeah, like this is a good trade, man. I don't know if I should have waited for it to break the EMA and retest then. Maybe would have been a little bit smarter, but this is something else. Now, the second market is NZD JPY. We are essentially just waiting for a break and retest out of this kind of like consolidation zone, because we on the daily time frame, as you can see, we're on the daily right now. We already had the push. Now it's potentially creating a new um, higher high. So we're just waiting for the breakout to then continue to the upside. Obviously, the 4 hour needs to do that and give us some good entry points. USD is a different story. You can see here we already have the move to the upside. Um, but we expect for price to essentially just come back down because we are just so just look at it. It just like it looks like it's slowing down, and I, I wouldn't buy here because this area right here just looks like it's slowing down. Like just look at it like sellers, 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 sellers. Do you really want to buy at this point? You don't want to place a buy order right here when you can actually see that that seller step in like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Like you just don't want to do it, even though on a correlating pair we have a bias of buying. So we just keeping that option of selling USD as well. It's very simple. So Euro JPY is the same thing. We're just waiting for a retest. Sorry, a breakout of the consolidation. As you can see, it looks a little bit similar, but not the same. Weekly time frame looks the same. Daily time frame looks almost the same like USD but it's a lot more like horizontal in a sense. So clearly indicating to us that there's a lot more seller strength in the market right now, as you would say. So GBP CAD weekly time frame, you can see that we have had a strong bearish reaction. We are still bullish though on a weekly time frame, but can very potentially can see that we could head down. Um, yeah, we could really happen. And especially because on the daily now we are bearish as well. So whenever we hear we reject, give it a go down. So yeah, this would be a potential trade for us to take. Now the 4 hour is yeah, that's nice. Even don't not even my Wi-Fi works. Okay, cool. So we have GBP CAD, weekly time frame. Oh, we already discussed it. Use the cat. We have a DJ trade. It's a counter trend trade. As you can see, weekly time frame is bullish, higher high, higher low, close below, lower low, lower high, bearish, bearish on the weekly, uh, bullish on the daily, oh, bullish on the 4 hour. So I mean, obviously, if we would close now below that, we would be bearish in all three time frames. That's a good indication because we are most likely going to close here. If we go down, then again, then this is a good trade. Of course, yeah, just a good trade. You know what I mean? And weekly time frame, yeah, but this never happened. We just had to move to the upside. So yeah, this is just Monday. Should have done this yesterday. So yeah, we lost this trade, AUD/USD. This has been the only trade that I took today. I could also show my account balance, but I don't want to. Um, so yeah, it's pretty much it. Pretty much it. So yeah, we have six markets and none of them have played out so far. The only one playing out right now, obviously we have to look at the end of the week, is entity JPY kind of, but anything else, not doing anything. GBP kind of. GBP is the only one playing out in our favor right now. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now that the market has played out, first of all, welcome back. Um, it's the end of the week. Let's just follow up. So this market we had for entry signal basically exactly as we wanted it to. If I go back on the 1 hour time frame, we had the shift of structure here. We turned bullish. However, we got stopped out. The move never happens. We could be wrong. Trading is not all about just being wrong. 100% of the time is putting the probabilities in your favor. You could have bad weeks, months in a row. So that could happen. So you cared last week, our anticipation has been that we're looking for counter from trade because every single time we like this previous history just shows us at this price level we go down. And it's very simple. And that's exactly what happens. As you can see, we had to move at the beginning of the week, went down, had kind of like a retest into this area, and then sold off. And then now we came back. And then, yeah, so NVPJPY, essentially what has been our anticipation last week has been, let me see. Yeah, Monday, waiting for a break and retest, especially on the daily time frame. We kind of like had it, but obviously we only want to take one trade per week. That's our trading plan. We don't want to wrench trade. If we can make one good decision every single week, we're good. But you can see we have kind of like the move. We broke above, but as soon as we broke above, we never retested this level. We just went straight, and yeah, so our strategy didn't really align this week on the NZD JPY, which is okay. Um, So now USD JPY just went further. Market slowed down, as you can see. That's what we discussed. Market slowed down, but it just went up further. So it's okay. Never aligned with the strategy. It's okay. We just like the whole point of the strategy and with trading is that you tell yourself if this and this is going to happen, I'm going to do this and this. That's literally everything it is because you're filtering out the same behavior patterns over and over again. Let's say, for instance, people, you have a store, right? And you put advertisements everywhere. You have maybe a massage therapist store. You put advertisements everywhere, and then people call you. If people call you, you have already set up an amount of questions that you can ask them in order to qualify them. That's a little bit of just insight into like a business, but it's very simple, right? If you call a business, they ask you questions. What's your name? How long have you been having pain issues? Stuff like that. They want to qualify you if they can help you or not. The same thing with trading, because that's a behavior pattern in the market. Um, they don't go out in the random street and ask strangers, yeah, how much time did you have pain for? Where did you find out about us? Like if they are interested and if they show a certain type of behavior, which is them calling your business and calling your number, then you are interested in it. And it's the same thing with like area of interest, with having an entry signal, with the trend being in your favor. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. That's why it's because everything it is, it represents human behavior. Why? Well, because currency ex represents currency represents essentially the sorry, it's like loud music now. Currency just represents people or banks or the people who sit behind banks reacting to news, reacting to certain conditions, a war, whatever it is, all these type of conditions. But these things repeat itself, right? Like yeah, like these things repeat itself, and news repeat itself. Presidential elections repeat itself. These are kind of things that repeat themselves. So all about probability, and we can already tell like nothing big changes really, and things repeat itself if you just really think about it. And so that's why you have to treat it like a business, okay? So yeah, Euro JPY, same shit. We never had that retest below. We just went out further, and USD CAD, same shit. We never got that BGN trade, I guess, just went up further. So the only thing has been AUD USD and kind of like NZD JPY, but we didn't really have a good entry signal. So the only market really has been AUD USD or GBP CAD. Obviously, I chose AUD USD over GBP CAD because GBP CAD has been kind of like a counter trend trade. So I wasn't really bought into it. Just AUD USD has been the best one because as you can see, two time frames in sync, even though the daily was bearish, which is not the ideal scenario. I was just like, we need to just understand the strategy. The strategy is just to so that you understand where we are in the move. That's everything it is. And yeah, it's literally everything. Like you just because we know, even though daily right now, at that point right here, it's Monday, 21st. Even though we have been bearish, yeah, it's just because we are potentially having a pullback and now we're having a slowdown market for us to have push now to the upside. So yeah, it's like if you put just your experience in your favor, if you're okay with taking a trade that's like counter trend in a sense, but you understand where we are in the market, it's cool. It's up to you. Like if you're okay with risking that, I was okay with risking that. I was okay with losing that money. I did. I lost that. Learn from it, and that's it. I move on. That's it, man. It's very simple.